Welcome to CodeRef. Today we're building this scroll animation using GSAP and ScrollTrigger. As you scroll, the image reveals, the text moves through the section, and the background image creates a subtle parallax effect. This type of interaction works great for showcasing projects, features, or storytelling sections on a landing page. Now let's move to the code editor. First, install GSAP and the GSAP React package. Then import GSAP, use GSAP, and ScrollTrigger, which we'll use to create the scroll-based animations. Next, register use GSAP and ScrollTrigger with GSAP. Inside the main container with full screen height and a black background, we create three sections: a hero section, the panels section where the animation happens, and an outro or footer at the end. The hero section takes up the full screen height, with the content centered both vertically and horizontally and aligned in the center. It also has a subtle gradient background that transitions from black to a slightly lighter shade. Inside the hero section, we add an H2 heading with large, bold white text, tighter letter spacing, and a slightly bigger size on medium screens. Below the heading, we add a paragraph with some top spacing, a slightly smaller text size, and a softer gray color. The width is also limited so the text stays readable. Now, after placing the component, we create the footer section and give it a class name footer, which we'll use later for the GSAP animation. This section also takes up the full screen height, centers the content, and uses a subtle gradient background similar to the hero section. Inside the footer, we add a section with the class name footer text. This section simply wraps an H2 heading and a paragraph, with the content centered and stacked vertically. The H2 heading uses large, bold white text. And below it we add a paragraph with some top spacing, a slightly smaller size, and a softer gray color. Now let's animate the footer text using the use GSAP hook. First, we target the footer text using GSAP.from, so the animation starts from the values we define. The text begins slightly lower and invisible, then fades in while moving to its normal position with a smooth easing. Next, we add a scroll trigger using the footer as the trigger, so the animation starts as the footer enters the viewport. With scrub enabled, the animation stays synced with the scroll position. Now inside the component, we're mapping over the assets array. First, we check if the index is even and store it in a variable called isEven. This allows us to alternate the layout for each section. Then the map function returns the structure for each panel based on that condition. The main wrapper for each panel takes up around most of the viewport height and uses flex layout to align the content horizontally. We also add some horizontal padding and a bottom border to separate each section. And using the isEven condition, we alternate the layout direction so the content switches sides for every panel. Next, we create a container for the text that takes up about 1/3 of the width. Using the isEven condition, we align the text either to the start or the end so it matches the alternating layout. Inside the text container, we wrap the heading in a div with overflow hidden so the text can animate smoothly without spilling outside. The heading displays the text from the assets array, and using isEven, we align it to the left or right to match the layout and it will have class scrolling text. Next, we create another container for the image section. By using flex1, it takes up the remaining space in the layout. Then using isEven, we align the image to the start or the end to match the alternating layout. Inside this container, we add another wrapper with the class name mount container for the image. It has fixed dimensions, hidden overflow, rounded corners, and a subtle shadow for a cleaner look. Inside the mount container, we add another div with the class name mount, which will handle the clip path animation. To generate the clip path values, I'm using the Clippy website, where you can visually create and copy the exact polygon shape you need. The clip path is set differently depending on isEven, so the image reveal starts from opposite sides for alternating panels. This div simply takes the full width and height of its parent container. Finally, we add the image with the class name mountAMG, which takes the full width and slightly larger height so the parallax movement looks smooth. The image also uses object cover to maintain proper scaling. Now before starting with GSAP, we create a container F and attach it to the main wrapper of this component. Now let's move to the GSAP part using the use GSAP hook and provide the container F as the scope. First, we select all the sections with the class main using gsap.utils.toArray. Then we loop through each section so we can animate them individually. Inside each section, we select the mount, the scrolling text, and the image elements. These are the three elements we'll animate later. The mount element handles the clip path reveal, the text will move during scrolling, and the image will be used for the parallax effect. This first part is for the clip path image reveal animation. Here we animate the mount element using gsap.to, changing the clip path so the image gradually reveals as the user scrolls. We also add a scroll trigger, using the current section as the trigger. The animation starts when the top of the section reaches around 80% of the viewport, and continues until it reaches about 20%. With scrub enabled, the animation stays perfectly synced with the scroll position. Now this part is for the scrolling text animation. Here we use gsap.frontend to control both the starting and ending values of the text animation. The text begins below the section and invisible, with a higher Y% and 0 opacity. As the user scrolls, the text moves upward across the section while gradually becoming visible. The scroll trigger again uses the current section as the trigger. The animation starts when the section enters the viewport from the bottom and continues until it leaves from the top. With scrub enabled, the text movement stays perfectly synced with the scroll position. After this, the next part is for the parallax image effect. Here we animate the image using gsap.fromTo. The image starts slightly higher and moves downward as the user scrolls. This creates a subtle parallax movement, making the image move at a different speed than the section. The scroll trigger again uses the current section as the trigger, starting when the section enters the viewport and ending when it leaves. The scrub property links the animation directly to the scroll movement. Here we add percentage units to the first two values so the clip path works correctly. And we set the end value to top 10% for a better flow into the footer. And that's how you can bring your sections to life with clip path, GSAP, and scroll trigger. See how the text slides in, images shift gently, and each element moves in harmony. Everything flows seamlessly, creating a smooth, dynamic scroll experience. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to catch more creative animation tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.